Good afternoon and welcome back to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a frozen white Ford Kuga ST Line X walk around video. But before we get started, if you are enjoying our walk arounds, hit on the subscribe button. Never miss a moment of our content ever again. So this here is a frozen white Ford Kuga ST Line X PHEV. So that is a plug-in hybrid electrical vehicle. So this vehicle features a 14.4 kilowatt battery that can deliver you up to 32 miles of fully electric driving. So I don't know how long your commute is, but the chances are you can do your daily commute on fully electric, so you'll have very low day-to-day running costs. And if 32 miles wasn't enough, you have a beautiful 2.5 litre engine producing 225 PS of power that will get you anywhere. So the vehicle is registered on a 72 registration, meaning we're taking Ford warranty with us to October 2025. The vehicle itself is on just under 7,000 miles, just under 8,000 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash in a moment. So this Kuga boasts some very special specification all the way around, so strap yourselves in for a specification roundup. First off, remote central locking key in all of its beauty in this lovely November sunset. If I click on the unlock button, that in turn will wake up the daytime running lights and the indicators. I'm going to begin with a disclaimer. So they're going to appear to be flashing in your video simply because the frequency in which my camera records at. But let me assure you, they are not strobing in real life. That's just how my camera records them. So inside there are the quad projector LED headlights in all of their glory, and just below we have front fog lights and front parking sensors which trail along the front lip of the bumper. Down at the bottom there is that little dull bit there is a front facing radar responsible for some of the driver assistance pack, which I shall cover in its entirety once we're inside. We're going to move our way around to these beautiful 19-inch 15-spoke alloy wheels. They're the machine-cut alloy wheels. She have the silver shiny face with the gloss black just behind. They look absolutely fantastic. As you can see, being the ST line, we have the red painted brake calipers. The tyres fitted on this vehicle are the Continental Premium Contact 6 tyres, and as you can see, they're in good condition. Going to just draw your attention north quickly because we have some more spec to talk about. So to begin with, there, if I can get the focus, is a sensor which is a light sensor. So as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Further north at the top part of the windscreen there, that long one you can see is a traffic speed sign camera. This can be used in coordination with the intelligent speed limiter, meaning when you drive past a different speed sign, it shall match that to your limiter. To the right hand side of it, I believe, is a rain sensing wiper responsible for the rain sensing wipers. Further north we have the panoramic glass opening roof, so you can see just how low that sits to the roof there. It's going to be very streamlined, but it lets an abundance of cool and fresh air into the cabin, and obviously an abundance of light as well. It's not a fly catcher, it just distorts the wind going into the cabin. Back down to earth now. If I was to lock the vehicle on the remote central locking key and pop that in my pocket, I'll take you to half zoom so you can see the wing mirrors. We have 5 lines on the door handle here, so when I touch behind, that unlocks the vehicle. Tap again on those 5 lines, that then locks the vehicle. Keyless entry, so it's a very convenient system. If you've got your hands full, maybe a child or shopping, you can gain entry to the vehicle nice and easily. Please note power folding and heated door mirrors. The keyless entry, if you don't open the door within a certain amount of time, it will then lock itself again. So it's a bit of a safety system, ensuring it's only you getting into the vehicle. This Kuga has a beautiful colourway, so by that I mean we've got the frozen white bodywork, which I'm a big fan of, gloss black wheels, rear privacy glass, and the black roof as well. So it really aids that two-tone colourway on this vehicle. At this stage, I take a step back, get the camera nice and high up, and just gently rock it to and fro, I don't know what the expression is, to and fro, hopefully showing you just how beautiful all the body panels are. And then we can gently go round to the offside rear wheel now. Give you a good look at that. Again, the 15 spoke design, red calipers at the back there as well. As we're making our way around the rear bumper, we can see we have rear parking sensors all along that bottom lip, which are complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera, which I shall show you on the screen in a moment. It looks fantastic, but before we do, let's just give the near side the exact same treatment. So starting to shimmy our way down the near side of the vehicle now, like so, to the near side rear wheel now. Give you a good look at that, and then we're going to follow it all the way to the near side front and give you a good look at that. In the interest of time, I'm not going to waste too much time talking about it, but the vehicle is charged from the near side front wing where I am now. This here is called a Type 2 connector. It typically allows up to 12 kilowatt hour charging. So typically this is going to be your home charging port. So all the guns and the chargers are going to go straight into there, and that shall charge your vehicle in no time. A quick maths lesson: 14 kilowatts battery. The 3-pin plug charger delivers about 1.5 kilowatts or so, roughly speaking. So that's going to take you about 10 hours. If you use the Type 2 7 kilowatt hour chargers, that's going to take roughly 2 hours of charging. 7 times 2, 14. Beautiful. So any questions about charging, where to charge it, how to charge it, because of what, how to, give us a call. We'll explain everything you need to know. Back to the walk around. So double click on the unlock boot function, and that will wake up the power tailgate. So we have the tornado cover built into the tailgate, and also the closing button on the right hand side of the boot seal. Back down to the vehicle now. We have loads of spec to talk about in the rear here. We have handles on opposing sides which drop down the seats, gives you a nice flat entry all the way through the vehicle. Not only that, we have that on the left hand side as well, along with a 12 volt charging socket. Underneath the boot liner here, we have to the right hand side the compressor and the tyre sealant kit there to get you out of trouble if required. Supplied with the vehicle is a 3-pin plug charger, and the end there, that will go straight into the front of the vehicle. Again, that delivers about 1.5 kilowatts an hour, so that will charge the vehicle overnight, not a problem. But if you do require a bit faster, get yourself a Type 2 charging gun. Okay, so shutting the tailgate up on the click of a button. So that is the exterior taken care of. Let's have a look inside the rear. So the vehicle, again, it's just timed out because I didn't open a door. Okay, so to begin with, let's just pop that seat back upwards and clips into position like so. So to begin with, the door cards, you have a lovely hard-wearing, heavy-duty plastic, perfect for all families. It's not going to scratch, it's not going to damage. We have the soft-touch synthetic leather on the door cards, all defined by the classic red ST line stitching. Spinning the camera around very slightly to show you the rear seats. So the rear seats in this ST Line X is a half leather, half cloth, well, half suede in fact, half leather, half suede. As you can see, it's very durable, it's going to be very robust, and it's going to last you the test of time. Again, there's beautiful red stitching. The ST Line stitching is beautiful. So these seats are a bit special because they're individual. So like you can see, we have the forward and backwards rail underneath like so. And you can also, please excuse my camera skills because I've only got 2 hands, you can also tilt the seats back like so. So if you want a more reclined journey, that is easily achievable. So you can see the rear tilt there. If you do require the ISO fixing for the MIDI humans of the world, we have an ISO fixing on the left hand rear and equally on the right hand rear. Once they've grown up and they've got iPads, iPods and tablets, and on those longer journeys they need to charge them. So down there, let me give you a USB-C, which is the fast charge, 5 amps of charging, and below it is a USB-A, which delivers 2.1 amps of charging, so perfect for tablets and everything like that on your longer journeys. Just above that is the controls for the heated rear seats, so 2 end seats are equally heated. Then obviously we have the air conditioning vents just above it. The previous owner installed the red ST Line mats already, and it looks so beautiful we left them in there. It's a good opportunity just to turn the camera upwards now to show you how much light a beautiful panoramic glass roof lets into the cabin. now into the driver's seat. Okay, so driver's door card again. It's lovely glossy carbon fibre, soft touch synthetic leather on the door cards. 4 electric windows with mirror controls, and mirror folding is just found in front of it. Interior locking can be found just left to the door handle. Spinning the camera around for the last time, again we have that beautiful ST line half leather half suede interior, defined by some beautiful red stitching all the way around. These seats are count with me everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 with lumbar support. 10-way electrically adjustable driver's seat. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle now. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. Oh, to be in the warm again. Okay, I'm saying that. So, automatic vehicle, keyless entry, complemented beautifully with a keyless engine start-stop button. So one click, if I can find it, one click on there will gain us power to the vehicle. So to begin with, because it's absolutely freezing, we're going to shut up the pan roof. So one click on the button there, shut the glass, and also pull over the blind altogether. So it will be a nice thing just to show you that in its action. There we are. So it changes the dynamic of the interior completely. Right, so I'm just going to turn down the fans, then you're going to get a nice tour around the inside. Okay, so we have a beautiful digital dashboard on this vehicle. I'm going to be controlling that dashboard using the back, the OK and the menu button on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So if I just now zoom you in, the left hand side, the furthest left, we have a coolant temperature sensor. We have your lighting information at the bottom, so the automated lights are on. In the middle there we can find a digital speedo. At the bottom we have a compass, we have the odometer, so the exact mileage on this vehicle is 7,949.7. Ambient air temperature, yes it is freezing cold. Being an automatic, we have the gear selector indicator, and we also have the battery range being the hybrid. At the moment this battery isn't charged, so it's currently displaying 0 miles. And guess where I'm going straight after this video to pop the vehicle on charge. And there we have the range, and also we have a fuel range to the right hand side, and gone now is the RPM gauge, because we no longer just have an engine, we also have the battery output as well. So the output power is displayed in kilowatts, like you can see just there. Back into the central part of the screen now, using the arrows we can flick through different fuel economies. We've got different calm screen, trip computer there, electric efficiency, we've got live tyre pressures on board, seatbelt warnings, all sorts of goodies. If I was to come down now, we have audio screen, we have a navigation screen, and we also have settings. In settings you can see all life, brake coach, and your tyre pressures as well. I'm going to lose the zoom ever so quickly. This vehicle features selectable drive modes, so depending on the situation at hand you can cycle between eco, normal, sport. We have a slippery, snow and sand, and back to normal, but any mode you go into is going to change the aesthetic of the screen. For example, go into sport, you get this beautiful grey red screen there showing you how aggressive and sporty you are. So it's nice that whatever mode you go into just changes the dynamic of the screen. So slippery, for example, go to a nice bluey screen there. Oh, I say, very nice indeed. So that's a bit about the screen we're looking at. We also have a button down here for EV, and from there you can select the 4 individual drive modes for this vehicle. So that's running as a hybrid, so petrol and electric. You can save the battery for later, so you can drive it just as a petrol vehicle. You can have the battery charged by engine. This won't fully charge the battery, but it'll do a bit of it, or you can just have pure electric driving at the end. But again, battery charged by engine. We've got no battery involved, so again, can't drive it fully electric at the moment, but I'm about to go charge it, don't you worry. Okay, so the right hand side again we have the arrows controlling the screen, a voice command, a pick up, decline, a previous and next song function there. The left hand side is where you'll find all of the controls for the cruise controls. It's very ergonomic, just by your left thumb. It's very easy to take off a standby, set the speed limiter, set the speed in the middle, and cancel it with the button on the left hand side. Below is a volume down, a volume up, and a mute button. Before we do the central bit, I want to just discuss the sound system. This has the uprated B&O Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is 10 individual B&O speakers delivering 575 watts of audible power. So if you're into your music, this has a fantastic sound system on board. Back into the central reservation, we have this lovely little opening box in there, which keep all things nice and safe and tucked away. We have 3 buttons here, along with a card holder, mode button, EV button, and to turn off the parking sensors. We have an auto hold function. We have an electronic handbrake on this one, which is self-cancelling, but you have to manually apply it. And in front of it is the rotary gear selector. So we have park, reverse, neutral, drive, and we have all the gear settings. It's beautiful, actually. You can spin it round. It's a really positive sensation. Gone are the sticks, and it's a beautifully flush system. In front of that, we have to the left hand side a nice little cubby holder to keep your phone in. We have another USB-C, another USB-A, and a 12-volt socket. This vehicle features the winter pack, and this time of year it is beautiful. Whoa, so sorry about that. My finger got on the wrong button. I'm going to do the brightness for you there. So we have dual zone air conditioning, so both sides of the cabin could be set to individual temperatures. So if you do suffer with a really cold person, you can keep them nice and warm whilst keeping yourself nice and cool. If they're not warm enough, you have a three-way heated seat function, and it's all good for the driver because obviously you have the heated seat and the heated steering wheel. Like this morning, frosty windscreens, this button here will save you a lot of time in the mornings. That is the electronically heated windscreen. I used it on my Ford this morning, and I felt very smart indeed. Above it we have 2 different demist functions. We have different flows of vents and air conditioning to the right hand side. Swiftly moving the video onwards now, this is a Sync 3.4 module. We have the dark blue band at the bottom, so we know it's the updated software. 12.2 inches of pure touchscreen goodness. We have audio bottom left, different sources such as FM, DAV and Bluetooth. Phone is your Bluetooth phone connectivity. I'm sorry, I think you lost the stabilizer there. Let's go back to normal zoom. Sorry about that. Navigation, we have beautiful sync navigation. For example, you wanted to come to Perkins to look at this Kuga, and I do not blame you for that one moment. Click on the search box. You're going to need Charlie Mike 776 Sierra Alpha. Very responsive. Click the search bar and it will navigate your route straight here to Perkins. But don't forget, you can have the directions appear on the screen in front of you as well. Coming out of there now, back to your home screen. Let's discuss your charging. So this is a nice idling screen, so you can see the engine's currently charging the battery. If we go home, we can go into this one here, and this is where you can charge preferences such as your scheduled charging. So if you might get a nice cheap tariff at night, for example, so you can schedule it to charge nice and cheaply. I've got so much I want to show you still, but this car is fully spec'd. Driver assistance, I mentioned this earlier, we have the driver assistance pack, lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, we have a rear park pilot, grade assist and traction control. If we come out of there now, we're going to vehicle, because in vehicle we have things such as your charging port light, which is always handy, ambient lighting, so everyone loves ambient lighting, so you can adjust your brightness accordingly. Power tailgate, in lighting there you're going to find the auto high beam that I mentioned earlier. We have different locks, different mirror functions such as auto fold, like so. Tons of automation on board. The B&O widget, when you click on that, you can then adjust all of your sound systems to your preference. Above my pay grade. Pop the vehicle into reverse. We have the high definition reversing camera, like so, with a nice park pilot there. And to the right hand side, the proximity sensors for the front and rear parking sensors that shall give you an intermittent beep that shall increase in frequency as you get further or closer to the object in front or behind you. That's about it for me today, under 20 minutes just about. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and if you had any questions, leave them in the comment section below, or get in touch using the contact detail 01376 550 899. Thanks very much for your time. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye bye for now.